Snow Patrol singer Gary Lightbody opens up about the death of his father Jack in a book he's written about grief.
Because my journey with it was so strange, I was numb for a year. I guess when we got to the end of the book, I was like, just in case somebody else has gone through this and felt like I did, like I was broken, I wanted to kind of put it out there into the world, as I say, even if it was just on an extended inlay card, so they could read it and see that they weren't alone.
And with Snow Patrol's Gary Lightbody says the death of his father Jack in 2019 left him feeling broken. He's written about his experience of grief in a highly personal new book. He's been telling our arts correspondent Robbie Meredith about it.
He's a rock star with a string of big hits, but away from the spotlight, Gary Lightbody is also a son, still deeply affected by the death of his dad Jack.
You can't have grief without love, really. You can't grieve something's passing without having loved it in the first place. I wanted, because my journey with it was so strange, I was numb for a year. I guess when we got to the end of the book, I was like, just in case somebody else has gone through this and felt like I did, like I was broken, I wanted to kind of put it out there into the world.
The resulting book traces that numb journey. He admits that his father's death changed him.
A lot of the times I'm writing in the book about a version of myself that is now extinct, but it's a version that did exist. You know, it was a me that interacted with the world that was drunk or on drugs or, you know, in some kind of fugue state, and now I feel like I'm awake.
The Forest is the Path is also the name of Snow Patrol's most recent album.
The album itself is a very self-contained entity. You absolutely do not need to read the book. It's the worst advertising ever. But the book just allowed me to keep on moving with the words, because I'd never experienced it before. They just kept spilling out.
And you can read those words when The Forest is the Path is published tomorrow. Robbie Meredith, BBC Newsline.